That ain't working, that's the way you do it. You play the guitar on Jam Fest TV. That ain't working, that's the way you do it. Insurance quotes for nothing and fresh eggs for free. That ain't working, that's the way you do it. Let me tell ya, it's all just fun. Maybe you're a funky local solo singer. Maybe you're a band with banging drums. We're gonna jam with local musicians, shots and flats and harmonies. Grab a beer from your refrigerator. Rock and roll and Jam Fest TV. All right, listen up. That ain't working. That's the way you do it. You play your guitar on Jam Fest TV. That ain't working. That's the way you do it. Insurance quotes for nothing and fresh eggs for free. Now that ain't working. That's the way you do it. Let me tell ya, it's all just fun. Maybe you're a funky local solo singer. Maybe you're a band that bangs the drums. Fresh eggs for nothing. Chicks for free. Hey. Fresh eggs for nothing. And your chicks for free.
Yeah, man. Jam Fest TV.
Fresh eggs for nothing.
Thursday, December the 3rd.
Yeah,
Man, we're
and
on
your chicks
December
for free.
already, man. Yo, well, we are here in Golden Gate City, live in the hood, in the Jam Fest studios here in Golden Gate City. And we are waiting for today's guest, Andy Moe. I know he's here. He's live in the studio today. And while it may look like he's not here, I do know he's here. We put some new accoutrement in the green room, and I think he's in there taking advantage of the massage table or some kind of thing. Wait a minute. All right. He's going to be ready, folks. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, Rich Conover coming to you live from the Jam Fest studios with Jam Fest TV, and our guest this week, Andy Moe. Yeah! Woo! Yeah! Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know Andy Moe, you're going to know him in about an hour. I'll tell you what, this guy is amazing. He's going to make more music by himself than some four-piece bands make. All right, Andy, take it away, man. Rock and roll us. Yeah!
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much. I don't need a ball and chain. I can't live in a rage. I can't sleep, I can't eat, but I get high on my feet. Yeah. I can't run fast enough. You've been there, but darling, I've been gone. just some love. That's enough to turn it on, turn me up, yeah, yeah, yeah. What a shame, what a shame, what a shame, yeah. We don't need a wrecking ball. You've been in the dark, I've been gone. Just some love, that's enough. So turn me on, turn me up, yeah, yeah, yeah. Fade away. Why'd you go and try to do something that you shouldn't do? Wind it with the magistrate, no one to congratulate. What a shame, what a shame, yeah. We don't need a wrecking ball. You've been there, I've been gone. Just some love, that's enough. So turn me on and turn me up, yeah, yeah. What a shame, what a shame, what a shame, what a shame. All right, all right.
That was really cool, man.
Thanks,
Holy
brother.
cow. Well, ladies and gentlemen, no, you stay there. You stay there. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a unique pleasure we have this week, because not only do we have Andy, but we have his wonderful family, or at least part of it, with us tonight. So we're really psyched about that. Yeah, man. Pardon my reach. There we go. All right. Come on over, Andy. Have a seat with us, man. Let's chat a little bit.
Let's do it.
We got to get to know you a little bit better. We've got your beautiful wife, Valerie, and a little son named Cal here. How about that, man? Come on, no, right over here, man.
yeah.
Right over here. We want you to be in the camera. There we go.
Hey, I'm right
All
here.
right. Hey, man. Dynamite set,
Thank
man.
you, brother.
That
Thank
was
you so
awesome.
much.
And it's nice to meet you, Valerie.
Nice to meet you too.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Valerie, Cal, and of course, Andy Morellion. Is that how we say the name?
Yeah.
Hi.
Say it any way you want.
He's known around town as Andy Mo, right?
Yeah, Andy Mo. Andy Marillion's kind of I don't know. People, you gotta ask how to say it. You know, it's one of those
It's
names.
a lot of letters.
It's a lot of letters.
when you
A lot of
look at
letters.
it.
It's really just more ill on, but it sounds really fancy.
Morellion.
Yeah.
It sounds like
Morellion.
something
Yeah.
from Star Wars a little bit too.
Right.
So hey man, you know, we don't often have the entire family on, and I know we're missing a couple of the older ones, but I wanted folks to get an idea for what it's like for a working musician, because you are a working musician, man, right?
Yeah.
You don't do
work.
anything else but play music.
I play music and watch kids.
There you
That's
go.
it.
So
Change diapers.
it's like, well, you're dad first, right?
Yeah.
Dad and husband and a musician.
Family always comes first.
Yep.
So, you know, folks, when I mentioned to Andy that, you know, what the setup was going to be here, and 5 o'clock this and 6 o'clock that, he's like, well, hey, man, you know, I got the kids, and my wife will be here by 5:30. Is it okay? I'm like, dude, this is a G-rated, family-oriented show. Bring your kids. I'm so glad we get to meet Cal.
Yeah, he's glad to be here too. He likes hanging with Dad and listening to music.
So while you're playing Mr. Mom to, I guess it's a 5-year-old, a 7-year-old, and 18 months old. Is that right?
That's right.
Yep. It's Cal, Dax, and
Rin.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. So a house full of kids. So while you're playing Mr. Mom, what are you doing?
I work at Radiology Regional as an MRI tech.
Holy cow, man! You have a full
She's
day all the
smart.
time, right?
She's really
yeah.
smart.
Yep, we're busy.
So-
She's smart.
constantly.
Well, you were smart. You married her, man.
I know. I'm even smarter.
Yeah, you're even
I
smarter.
married
Right?
her.
So, what's it like being married to a full-time musician?
It's pretty awesome. I mean, get to meet a lot of new people, see a lot of music. It's definitely something we always love to do, is go out and see bands and meet new friends and stuff. So it works out great for us.
It's not boring, right?
It is not, no.
And I'm sure you're his biggest fan, right?
Of course. Yeah.
So was that
Talk about him all the time.
Oh,
She brings her friends to my gigs,
Oh,
everything.
yeah. Everybody loves it.
Good, man. So at least there's a few people there, right? No, I'm-
Yeah, just her friends. that's it.
I'll tell you what. It was really nice to meet your family, man. I really appreciate
Yeah.
you bringing them in. So, life as a musician, you kind of came to Naples around this time last year. Is that correct?
No, I came here in July.
Okay.
So,
All right.
I don't know, about
About a year and a
going on
half.
5 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, about a year. Okay.
No, just 5 months ago.
You didn't come here last year at this time?
No.
No.
Holy cow. Well, there you go, guys. I thought he's been here a year. He's been here 5 months. And where'd you come from? What town did you guys move from?
Champaign, Illinois.
Champaign, Illinois.
Fine champagne. Yes.
Tell you what, you're the second person in as many weeks from Champaign, Illinois.
Oh, really?
Lead guitar player for Big Buck and the Biscuit Boys hails from Champaign, Illinois.
What's his name?
His name is Ben Voss, V-O-H-S.
I bet some of my friends know him back home.
They may, and he works days at Lulu Bells. So if you're ever it's on Immokalee. So if you're in the mood for breakfast or lunch, they
okay.
do it there. But.
Excellent.
So was that an original song then that you did for us?
Yeah, that was one of my tunes. I like playing some of my own tunes sometimes at my shows. You know, I've got a couple albums out. I've never recorded this setup before, but I've done like full band albums, and then I've done like solo, just acoustic. So I'm wanting to get into recording some of this stuff. That'd be kind of cool.
Well, it's very cool, man. You make a lot of music, and that's a very heavily blues influence, but with like a backwoods kind of country feel to it too, man.
Yeah, that I'm kind of all over the map really when I write. So some of the other songs might give you a different feel.
He's flirting with my wife.
That's
It's all right. She loves
a
it.
big flirt.
You could come sit next to him if you want to. So yeah, so go ahead. You get inspiration from everywhere then. I
Yeah,
guess.
we like everything really. Just whatever's on the radio that makes me kind of feel. I guess I judge music on the way it makes me feel.
Yep.
Not really what genre it is.
Yeah.
And I think ultimately that's what we all do. The music
Yeah.
makes us feel good. That's why we got to listen to it. And
So you never want to write off something that you're not familiar with.
I agree, man.
You
You're a
know what I
smart
mean?
guy.
For
You're a
sure.
smart guy. So we're going to talk a little bit more, maybe on the second break, about how a guy comes into a market that he doesn't know. And I'm assuming you don't have a lot of family and friends here. Is that correct?
No, we didn't know anybody when we moved here. My wife used to vacation in Fort Myers when she was younger, and I'd been to Fort Myers like once, maybe twice. And then with all the COVID stuff going on, we were like, life is short, you never know, so let's just jump, and we moved down here. That was just simple as that.
Did you have work lined up?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
good.
just happened to get the job down here, so that was kind of the deciding factor of.
Your line of work, there's a lot of call for medical down here. It's
Yeah.
it's actually a smart move. I moved here in 2007 and never looked back. We moved from the Northeast, so the cold and all of that too. So
Yeah.
we could not be happier here. It's really worked out well.
Yeah, it's
But
really nice.
we want to tell a little bit of story about how and we love medical professionals.
Thank
Shows
you.
about music, and we want to tell a little bit of that story when we come back from this song break about how does somebody decide to gonna break into a market where they don't know anybody, they don't know where they don't have any reputation, nobody knows who they are, and we'll talk a little bit about that. Okay.
Yeah.
But what I think we need to do, is we need to hear another song.
Yeah, let's
Yeah, I
do
think
it.
that's what we need
I'd
to
love
do.
to play some more music.
So why don't you go up there? Go ahead, get yourself situated. We have a sponsor that we have to thank, so we're gonna do a little talking while you get the stage all set up. Okay?
Excellent.
Thanks a lot, man.
Yep.
Let me see. Is Caitlin here? Can we bring in Caitlin? Our first half sponsor is the Richard Conover State Farm Insurance Agency. Without that, we wouldn't have this room to put up my mom's bed sheets and play music and have fun in. So, the Richard Conover State Farm Insurance Agency phone number here is 239-352-7877. You can call anytime, day or night. If you call during the day, my daughter Caitlin will answer the phone. So from 9 to 5, you get the office, it rings here. 2 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday, you need to get a quote on that jet ski or that new car you've been looking at, or you decide you need life insurance, you can call in the middle of the night, and Jake from State Farm will answer the phone and get you all squared away. So thanks to the Richard Conover State Farm Insurance Agency. Yeah, man. Woo! Now it's time for some more music. So it's time to flip this camera around. And let me just check, make sure we got a good shot. I'll tell you what. He's a good-looking guy. I prefer a little more hair, but he's a good-looking guy. Looks good. Ladies and gentlemen, if you'll indulge me, just plug that in for me. One more time, live from the JamFest studios on JamFest TV, it's Andy Moe.
Yeah.
Get him, man. Get him.
Let's get him. I should walk away. Mixed signals clogging up my brain. I feel low. I can feel it falling down like rain. But I'm mistreated. I'm mistreated, baby. She keeps calling, but I'm feeling that I'm falling, that I'm falling. Used to run through the rain in the summertime, baby. Get lost in the rain in the summertime. Make love in the rain in the summertime, baby. But I'm mistreated. I'm mistreated, baby. You keep calling. Yeah, I'm feeling, baby, that I'm falling, that I'm falling. Yeah. Used to run through the rain in the summertime, baby. Get lost in the rain in the summertime, babe. Make love in the rain in the summertime. But I'm mistreated. I'm mistreated, baby. She keeps calling. Yeah, I'm feeling. I'm falling, I'm dreaming. I'm mistreated, baby. run through the rain, baby. You used to run the sun, but I mistreated. I mistreated, baby. She keeps calling, yeah, yeah. And I'm feeling, oh, I'm feeling that I'm falling, oh yeah, I'm falling, yeah. All right. Man, I don't know what it is about this room. It makes me spaced out, and I get lost in the music. You know what I mean?
Dude,
I
well,
dig
that's
it.
okay, man. Getting
dig it.
lost
I
in the
can't keep
music
my
is
eyes
a good
open.
thing. Well, I'll tell you what, man. Come on over here, have a seat. Let's have a chat. That was awesome, man.
Thanks, brother.
And I'll tell you what. I know that you're the show, but Cal was putting on quite a show while you were over there playing guitar,
I know,
man.
right?
He really was. He's dancing and everything. He was digging what his daddy was doing, man.
Loves music.
Oh man,
Ah, he
I
was
like his moves.
shaking his booty. He started with the fist.
Yeah. Do this, he kind of looks back
Got a
at
little
you.
bit of this with his little booty going, man. I'll tell you, it was a good time. He was having a great time. So tell me a little bit about that song.
You know, I'm trying to remember what song I just played. Oh yeah, the Mistreated. It's funny, I actually wrote that after me and her got in a spat, and before we were even married. So we've been married for 15 years, and
Wow, you
probably
guys look way young to be married 15 years, man.
We were
Really
pretty
good
young
living.
whenever we got,
Good living.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The secret, man.
working opposite shifts.
Oh, okay.
yeah, working opposite
Oh, okay.
shifts.
There you go.
And you know what? That probably puts some stress, but that probably helps because you
Yeah.
miss each other too. You know, you're not working together and seeing each other all the time. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no.
So
we
Mistreated.
were chilling. Yeah, we were chilling at her apartment before we got married, and got in some little stupid spat. And she went in and take a shower, shut the door, and I went, man. Wrote that song. Yeah, I'm mistreated.
I'm so mistreated.
I'm so
Yeah.
mistreated. But it was so overly dramatic, and then I kind of retooled it over the years, and it doesn't sound right now. It sounds nothing like it did, you know,
When you wrote it.
16 years ago. But
No.
some of the words are the same.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's cool stuff you put together, man. I'm glad that we're able to provide a platform for you to come in and do some of your original stuff, man.
I'm really glad too. Yeah, I try to sprinkle them in my cover shows. Like maybe I'll do 2 a set.
Well, you know what? Like you could almost believe that it's not an original. You know what I mean? It sounds, when you probably mix it in with all your covers, people might not even know it's an original at first. You know, until they listen. Wait
Sure.
a minute, what is that?
What? Yeah. What is that song? I'll be
That's
like,
cool,
well,
man.
I wrote it.
So, take me a little bit through this because, you know, I'm really, really surprised that you've only been here since July and been able to get such a foothold in the market. Obviously, you and your wife work as a team on this, and
Yeah.
you know you're in with her career and she's in with your career.
Yeah.
It's how it works, and how you have kids and a happy family, and I would say that you know having a steady income does help a little bit to take some of the pressure off you, but you still got a gig and make money.
Oh yeah.
When you decided you were coming to Naples, what was your plan to start to build your music business?
Videos. Make videos of myself, like not necessarily like studio type stuff, but just like me playing in front of people, like me playing live. Because back home, you know, I'd built my business by just being there for a long time and just, you know, being in this band and being in that band, and met so many great people, played with so many great musicians over there, and it was kind of a daunting task when I moved down here to figure out, you know, what I was going to do. So I figured videos would work. I'm going to go to open mic nights, figure out who to contact at these clubs, you know, figure out who the other musicians are, you know, see what they're, kind of take the temperature of everything. And I remember one of my main concerns when I came was like, I know that there's a lot of musicians down here, and I don't want to like step on everybody's toes. That was like my main, when I
That's
first
a
came in,
concern,
it's like,
right?
I don't want to do that.
You don't want to be branded as that guy, right?
I'm not trying to like undercut anybody ever or steal anybody's gigs ever, because you can't. It's bad for everybody. Like, you got to charge what you're worth, and you got to stick by it. You got to be a negotiator. You got to be a promo person. It's definitely the hardest job I've ever had, but it's also the most fulfilling job I've ever had.
And here's the thing that there's so many points that I want to get back to with you on that. You made so many good points, but I think what many, people who are drawn to music aren't necessarily the A-type personality or the business type personality. So they don't realize that what they're doing is they're going into the business for themselves, like a carpenter or electrician or a framer. What you are with your hands and your mind and your voice, you're building a musical career. I think some people don't realize that, and they think it's like show business. Like if you just call yourself a band, that eventually people will come to see you and you'll get booked. You had a plan. You had multifaceted plan of attack, right?
And I'm not really the type A type personality really either. It's just kind of things I've learned over the years, kind of trial by fire and trial by error. And I went probably 12 years ago and just quit my job.
What were you doing?
I was a house painter.
Okay.
And quit that, and then I'd already been playing guitar for maybe 2 years at the time, couple years, and then went full time. I started playing at a sandwich shop 3 times a week for lunch, and I kind of taught myself how to play guitar at the sandwich, kind of conned my way in the door.
Yep.
And then had a bunch of songs just written out as simply as possible, a bunch of Beatles songs, and sat there and played for a couple hours a day, 3 days a week, and then on my couch, when I could. But yeah, that was it. And then I had so many great friends, all my buddies that I used to play with. Some of my buddies, Tom and Guido and Jeff, and these guys had been doing it forever. They were in signed bands that toured back in the 90s and stuff like that. And I looked up to them, and they kind of showed me how to talk to clubs. And the most important thing you can ever know when you're booking a show, ask them when they ask you what you charge, is say, well, what's your budget?
Right.
That's it. That's my secret.
Where it's at, yeah.
What's your budget?
And you know what?
That's not it. I was just
being a lifelong salesman, I could tell you that's an important response. Yeah, because you put yourself in a hole right away.
Well, there's different, let me know what your budget is, and I can give you what that's worth.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. That's exactly right. Because a band and a trio and a duo, and it's all different. It's all different.
Yep.
So you're good job, man. Well, you gave some thought to how you were going to do it, and you got some good advice. That's cool, man. In this market, when you came to Naples, what do you think paid the most dividends for you as far as getting headway and getting some traction?
Probably, I went to an open mic night with Ken and Laura at the Pearl and met some people. That's where I met you, I think.
Yeah. No, I met you at the Blue Monkey. I think.
Or I met
Whatever.
either place. I think.
Yeah.
I think I saw you both places, but
Yeah.
So the Blue Monkey open mic, the Pearl open mic, talking to those musicians, and then just getting online and like joining some of the Facebook groups, and you see, these bars will put out like a thing. Oh, we've got live music 4 days a week or whatever. So I'm like, oh, that's a place I should go check out, and just go in and be like, hey, where's the or who should I contact about booking shows? Is there a manager on duty? Always have a card that I always try to make my cards so they look a little bit different, like they have a picture on them or something.
Right, so it don't look like every other business card in the
Right.
Rolodex. I hear you.
But yeah, and then shoot them emails, give them a card, shoot them emails, include videos. That's what that was the main thing I think that got me gigs was, my first gig was at a Seaside bar in Bonita, and I posted a video of myself just performing in my living room back home of Lean On Me, and put it on Naples Area Events or Naples Music Scene group, and the owner happened to say, hey, hit me up if you're looking for gigs, like your sound. So
I'll tell you what, that is so important, man. It's how if you look around, that's how every product is marketed, is with a video or a picture, something that you can put to it. So good job, man. Way to go. So I'm a big believer in that too. I think you should have a video or two, and they don't necessarily have to be professionally produced, but they got to sound good.
good sound quality.
They got to sound good.
Yeah.
They got to sound good, and they got to show you either playing your music and having some personality, or actually in front of people where you're working the crowd, so that somebody can see, hey, this guy's got energy, man. Yeah.
Yeah, it's all a business, you know. It's like they won't have live music if you can't, you know, create a little bit of a vibe, you know, from my experience.
You might as well just turn the radio on then.
Right.
Right. Yeah. If you're and some places want background music and live background music. I get it, but
I'm professional at being ignored when I play at those background. It doesn't bother me a bit. I'll sit in the back. I love weddings and cocktail hours at weddings where you're not the star of the show. You're playing some tasty, crunchy grooves while everybody's hanging out. You know.
And they're just enjoying it, and you're part of that memory for them when they think back of, it sounded nice when we were there too.
Special.
Well, I'll tell you what, man. It seems like you got a good handle on things, so it's not a surprise to me that you would get yourself booked pretty quickly.
Thank you, man.
Yeah. So everything you're doing now is pretty much just you, right? You haven't done anything with a band yet, or is that something you're not interested in, or?
I would definitely be interested. I had the opportunity to play once with a drummer, my buddy Leonard. We did a two-piece show one time, and that was a lot of fun. The difficult thing for me is actually with working with other musicians is with the family aspect of it. I can't be gone a whole lot because I've got certain nights where I've got a gig, and then my only off nights are the nights where I get a chance to hang out with my family. So the best way for me, whenever I was even back home in bands, I would have to meet with the people ahead of time. We would have to get a set list together and give ourselves a month to learn everything.
And then get together and run through them.
Get together once, knock out the rust, maybe, and then just play a show, something like that.
Yeah.
I can't. A lot of the bands when I started out before I had kids, I would love to just jam 3 times a week and just hang out.
And you know what? I think that's a function of our age. When we were younger, that was the way, because you had nothing else to do and you had all the time. But you've got responsibilities and stuff, and you can't really do it that way all the time, even though it's fun.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's fun, but that makes a lot of sense too. Everybody learn their songs, learn their parts, and then you work on the arrangements and how you're going to do it when you get together.
I don't know that many musicians here yet to even get to the point where I can start thinking about that. I know a couple drummers. I met a drummer tonight.
That's true.
So,
You met Smalls. That's right.
Smalls tonight. Yeah,
hey man, how are you? I know you're watching out there.
Hey.
And Leonard, I know Leonard Casperson's watching too. He's our good friend.
Yeah.
What's
up, Leonard?
That drum set is courtesy of Leonard. He put it in here. Yeah.
That's a sexy drum set.
It is.
I'll tell you what.
Just like Leonard.
It's just like Leonard. Yeah. It's a little more compact than he is, though. He's a big man.
It's a big dude.
Well, I'll tell you what, man. You got another tune in you?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. I'll tell you what. Go ahead, get yourself set up there, and I got a little sponsor I got to thank, our sound sponsor.
Yeah.
So go ahead, get yourself set up, and we'll give you a few minutes. And what I'd like to do is maybe if I can have Tim come on over here, buddy. Come on, man. So what I'd like to do now is I gotta thank our sound sponsor, Cuddles International and VRCG.com. They help provide for Tim. Tim Heimel's our sound engineer. We brought him on a few weeks ago, and his job is to make us sound good. And
I hope it works.
I hope it does too. I know we can never really be sure until after the show's done because it's live. But I know we've gotten a lot of compliments from people, and I can't say thank you enough to our friends Dave Arney and Brenda Wonderhunt, with Cuddles International and VRCG for stepping up and helping to make the Jam Fest TV show that much better. Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Way to go, brother.
Yeah.
All right, you can stay there. So now we're gonna turn the camera around here. You get to see a little of the backstage, what it looks like when Andy Moe's tuning up. So there we go. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, once again, live from the hood here in Golden Gate City. That's right, man. From a bunker in an undisclosed location deep underground here at Jam Fest Studios. Andy Moe, baby.
I'm trying to blink. Help me with what is it? Morse code.
Yeah, you were blindfolded when you came in.
We're underground. So do we have any requests, Rich?
Good music, man.
Okay, sweet.
Good music, man.
What's your favorite original?
Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. My favorite new original is this one.
Okay.
with a broken wing, a song with no melody, a man with no place to be. A heart with no melody. Is there any more useless thing? These hands are fair, these eyes are sing. The sun used to anger me, blinded, I couldn't see. I'd ride the streets alone, searching for someone call my own. Just for the night, not forever. No one but me ever mattered to me, to me. But I love you eternally. Darling, now it could be so glorious and serene. I love you eternally. I never knew I could care for someone more than myself. But I love you eternally. Darling, now it could be so glorious and serene. I love you eternally. I love you eternally. Oh, my darling, can't you see I need the only one that ever mattered to me was me. The only one that ever mattered to me was me.
Yeah,
All right. Hey, that was awesome, brother.
Thank
awesome,
you.
man. Come on back, Dad. Take your time. Get
Yeah,
that
yeah.
guitar off. Come on over here. We got a few more questions to ask you. That was awesome, Dave, huh?
Yeah. He's
So we've got some studio audience here in the studio tonight, like we normally do, and one of the very exciting things coming up, the Jam Fest studio is going to be having a different look in just a few weeks. In fact, thank you, Tim.
Huh?
In fact, there's one more show in the studio in this configuration, and then a performer coming in next week is a man named Richard Perrone, and I haven't seen him around, but he is quite the jazz guitarist.
Nice.
Yeah, so he'll be in next week, but this wall will be out. The studio will be twice the size. We're putting in a lounge called the Cheers Lounge, and
Sweet.
we'll have audiences here. We'll have real audiences here for not only Jam Fest TV, but for performances from musicians, and a whole different concept, which we'll get into as we go down the road. I don't want to take up Andy's light program with all of that.
Great, I love it.
It's cool, right? It's
Yeah.
cool, man. So I love you eternally.
Yeah, eternally. It used to be a slow song, like a Otis Redding type tune, and then I just decided to speed it up and make it a minor key. Totally changed the feel of it.
Oh man, minor keys do that too, don't they? They
Yeah.
just really, the science of music is amazing. The way, like that, like you change it from a major to a minor key and it changes the feel of the song.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
cool, man.
I love that stuff, man.
So when you sit down to write a song, as you know, I play. I haven't tried to write a song. I don't even know where I would start. But when you write a song,
Mm-hmm.
now you told us how it started when you felt you were being mistreated. Just that feeling came right out, and boom, there it goes. But like sometimes people, they don't have a lot of feelings happening in their life, and they got to write a song. Where do you start?
Man, I usually start, I just have a mood, and I just start playing I'm in a mood, I start playing the guitar so it kind of matches the mood. And then usually a melody and something, either a melody or some kind of word melody combo goes into my head. If I'm fortunate enough to be somewhere where I've got some paper or whatever, I'll scribble down some words, and basically it's kind of like back and forth. So I'll strum a little bit, scribble down some words, and I'll grab my phone, hit the voice recorder, record, you know, the first verse, and then so I got that. I'm not gonna forget that. Like that's the thing. I forget everything.
Yeah.
Just ask my wife. I forget everything.
Because you have a busy mind, I can tell.
Oh my goodness, maybe that's
Yeah.
that's a good excuse. I like that excuse.
We'll go with that, man.
But yeah, so back and forth, you know, I'll work on, you know, the feel of the verse, the feel of the chorus. Once I got a couple of each, then I'll maybe throw a bridge in there and then see if it works. And yeah, that's how I piece it together.
And the genre comes to you the same way then too. I would imagine you start
Yeah.
playing a riff, and if it's got a reggae beat or a blues beat or
Oh, yeah.
or it's rock or it's slow, it all comes with that feeling.
Mm-hmm.
See,
Yeah.
you know that is just because this is what music and songs are all about. It's a transference of feeling,
Oh
Right?
man, yeah.
right? So that's really cool, man. I know. So if you're out there and you're struggling to write a song, it's probably because you're lacking inspiration, right?
Yeah.
You don't have that mood, you don't have that event. So what you got to do is, and my friend Dave here, who's off camera and you can't see him, he's part of the studio audience. Say hi, Dave.
Hello.
No, say hi, Dave.
Hi, Dave.
There you go. All right.
Yeah.
There you go.
How you doing?
But yeah, he says the same thing, that it starts with a feeling and builds from there. And it's interesting. I find most songwriters start with the music. You know, and the words come in back and forth like you were mentioning sometimes.
Yeah.
But for so many people, it starts with the music or a catchy phrase. You know, everybody's like, oh,
Yeah, a
that's
little
a song.
hook.
That's a
Yeah,
song. Yeah,
yeah.
you hit the hook. So. Well, I'll tell you what, we have another songwriter that's going to come in here in February and do a songwriting workshop with us.
Excellent.
So actually, you know, he's studied things and has a whole. His name is Polo Staber. I don't know if you've heard or seen him around.
I checked out a video of his, I think. Yeah, it's really good.
He's doing some stuff with Eric Barton from Iconic. They're doing some country stuff, and they actually got a country band that they put together that's coming out in the next month or so.
Excellent.
That's cool, man. So you're a busy guy. You're playing at Ooh La La on Sundays.
Yep, La Ola.
La Ola.
Yeah,
There
yeah.
you go.
Ooh la la, that's it.
I know. It's something
Yeah.
else, right? Right. So it's this guy's with busy
I'm
brains.
dancing at Ooh La La on Monday nights.
There you go.
But
That's
I'm
right.
playing at La Ola, yeah.
La Ooh La.
Yeah.
La Ooh La. And exactly where is that? That's up on Fort Myers Beach, right?
It's on Fort Myers Beach, so if you're coming down, if you're coming off the huge bridge and you're going the opposite way from Naples, then it's right to the right before you get to the, salty crab and stuff.
Yeah.
It's in that little walkway. It's kind of a sandy walkway that's really cool. It's got a bunch of bars. It's like
It's a cool spot.
Pete's Time Out and Mangaritas and La
Yeah.
Ola right there, yeah.
That's called Times Square, right
Times
there on Fort
Square.
Myers Beach. Yeah, a lot of locals, like even the locals, go up there. We go up there and hang
What's
out.
up, Tom? If you're watching.
There you go,
La Ola.
Tom.
What's
Peace,
up,
man.
Tom?
So Tom hired you off a video he saw, like you said, right?
I did, yeah. I went in there and I talked to I chatted up the bartender and I chatted up the musician that was playing that night, and he was like, "Yeah, talk to Tom or Melissa. Hey, Melissa." And so I sent her like 2 or 3 videos of mine. Then after he watched a couple of them, he was like, "Nah, I don't really like the guy." So I sent him a couple more, and then he saw a couple that he liked, and so he started booking me, and he let me fill in, and that's really where you prove yourself. They give you a chance, they're like, "Hey, can you play this date?" And then if you do a good job, then they'll usually try to find a spot
Yep.
found for you. If it makes sense financially for them and you, then there you go.
That's like a business marriage, man.
There you
That's the
go.
way it works. Well, I have to tell you, there is one of my favorite expressions in my whole life is, good luck is when opportunity meets preparation.
Mm-hmm.
And I watch my life and the life of my friends, everybody. Opportunities come along all the time. We're just not always prepared to take them.
Mm-hmm.
So this is what Andy's talking about, and I know I'm putting words in his mouth, but it's the same idea. Is that you got to be ready to go, man. So you got to have your set list together. You got to have you got to have your look. You got to have your clothes. You got to have your set list. You got to have it all ready to go when you want to go, because you don't know when you're going to get a call.
Yeah, and
You
there's too much to think about if you don't do it. It makes it a lot easier on yourself if you can kind of get your ducks in the row, like you were saying.
And one of the important things that you mentioned is you know, it wasn't like you sent a video to somebody and they hired you immediately. You had to keep asking and keep asking and
Yeah.
keep asking.
You give them a few days, maybe a week, shoot them another video, say, hey, you know, is there someone else I need to speak to? Always want to be polite because you never know who they're, you know, you could, well, A, because you want to be a good person.
Right.
And B, because you never know, it's going to, you know, your personality is like something in the air, you know, it goes everywhere.
Uh-huh.
It goes everywhere. And
Yep.
if you
It's
if
like
you're a
smell.
virus,
It's like smell.
people are going to want to avoid you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? That barmaid that you decide to be snarky to may be the one. And I know this for a fact that the bar owner goes up to it and says, should I hire him?
Yeah.
Right? I've sat there and I've watched bar owners who I thought had brains on their shoulders, and I do not mean this in a disparaging way, but ask a barmaid who has no idea about anything, should I hire him?
Like, did you like it?
Yeah, did you like it? Do you
yeah.
think it'll be good for our business?
Right.
Like, oh, yeah. And that's what you hope for, right? So that's what I'm saying, man. You got to be thinking on your feet all the time and
Treat
realize.
people nice, and you know, good things will happen to you usually. I think that's a Joe Dirt quote, actually.
It might be. Well, how about
Just gonna
Joe
keep
Dirt?
I
man?
love Joe Dirt. Look at this guy. You know, he's like being a good person. You know,
And
good
wearing a
things
mullet.
happen to you.
Anybody
Wearing
with a mullet, I'm all right with, man.
Life's a garden. Dig it.
So that's right. So I'm getting from your musical background. You have a rock background, is that? Yeah.
The first band I was ever in, we did Tool and System of a Down and Rage Against the Machine and like all this type of stuff. But we also did Bob Marley and Sublime. You know, reggae and rock is kind of how I started. Worked into like a funk soul band. I had a 7-piece funk soul band for a while and just like wore suits and had a wireless mic and like
That's cool,
in-ears
right?
and everything.
Yeah, rock star
And that
stuff.
was awesome. Like it was so much fun. It's a lot of work. There's so many moving parts with a big band like that.
Yeah.
And then once I started having kids and getting more into, you know, being a dad and having multiple kids, they got to the point where I started doing a little more solo stuff. And then the 3-piece band is like kind of the sweet spot that I've found, like, because I can play bass decently. And then if we can find like a good guitar player, drummer, you know, or something like that, it makes it a lot easier. There's not 7 different people that can get sick or, you know, can get it pulled over.
Yeah, man,
or,
right.
Like, get this and
Or
that.
like whatever, like
And
how
it's
you need a
huge.
saxophone
Yeah.
player at the, you know, it's 3:30 and your gig's at 7, man, right?
It's different for a lot of people because it's not their job for a lot of people, so it's not as important to them. And if you're lucky enough to find some people that are interested in the same way that you are and putting in the same amount of effort, I think bands are great. I think bands are awesome.
And I think you make a good point there. You need to start out with everybody on the same page as what the band's going to be. Is it going to be a 3-night-a-week band? Is it going to be
Yeah.
twice-a-month band? Are we going to be a dance band, a rock band? Yeah, man, all of that. You need to get that
Are we
squared
gonna
away.
get pissed at each other if we're like 20 minutes late or you know what I mean, that type of stuff.
Oh, I hear you, man.
I didn't mean to say pissed. Is that?
You can say whatever you want.
Just kidding.
We're not regulated by the FCC
Right.
here, although I did tell Andy that it was a G-rated environment so that he could feel comfortable about bringing his kids. But we've been good.
I just made it PG. I
You
think.
just made it PG, but
Yeah.
you know what? Cal doesn't even know what you said.
He doesn't even speak yet.
And if he repeats it to Valerie, she's going to think it's cute. So
That's
cool.
right.
That's cool. Well, I'll tell you what, man. Could you play some reggae for us?
I would love to play some reggae.
Cool, man. Cool, man. Why don't you go up, get tuned up, and,
Yeah.
and do some reggae for us? I need Caitlin here because I got to sell some T-shirts, man. Where's Caitlin? Come on in here. All right, here we go. This, there you go. This is my daughter, Caitlin, and she works here during the day at the Richard Conover State Farm Insurance Agency, and we talked a little bit about her, but she is modeling the latest Jam Fest TV T-shirt. As you can see across the back, it says, I want Jam Fest TV, which you hear in our theme song. And she's fringed hers out, which they don't come this way, but if you want
customized.
it's customized. If you want some ideas on that, you can chat up Kate, or you can chat up our friend Dawn Becker, who also knows how to do this. How much are these T-shirts, Kate?
These are $20 a piece.
Does that include shipping and handling?
It does.
That's a great deal, man. So people in Alaska can order one of these T-shirts, have it in time for Christmas for $20.
$20.
Hey, man, I don't know about you, but if you want to look cool or you have cool people in your life, they need one of these T-shirts. So you can PM me if you want one. I also take PayPal. That's Richard L. Conover at mail.com. And be cool like Kate. Get yourself a JamFest TV shirt. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Caitlin.
You're
yeah.
welcome.
So, all right, guys, I'm going to turn the camera over now to our musical guest, Andy Moe. And, yeah, man, I twisted his arm, so he's going to do a little bit of reggae for us now.
Do you want an original reggae or a cover reggae?
Whatever you want to do, but before you do, I put the camera down at a couple things on Andy's feet. These are the pedals that help him make so much music. So one he's got hooked up to a bass drum, the other one to a tambourine, but he can switch it out to a snare drum.
Yeah, this is, well, I've got a snare drum all the time, then I got the tambourine strapped on there.
There you go.
Got that.
So between that and that cool box there, Andy makes a lot of music, man. And I'll tell you what, I have appreciation for a man who uses all his limbs when he plays music, man. Ladies and gentlemen, proud to introduce one more time on the JamFest TV stage, Andy Moe.
Thank you so much for that, Rich. Still trying to decide on this reggae tune. Yeah, man. I think I'm gonna do a cover. I did 3 originals tonight. I'm gonna finish it up with a cover real quick. I'm gonna do some Bob Marley.
It's been a long, long time since I've got you on my mind. And now that you are here, so let me see what we can do, babe. Just me and you, stir it up. Little darling, stir it up. Come on, baby. Stir it up. Little darling. I push the wood. You know I'll blaze your fire. Then I'll satisfy your heart's desire. When you stir it, baby, every minute. All to do, darling, is just keep it in, stir it up. Little darling, stir it up. Come on, baby, yeah, stir it up. Just stir it up.
He's heard this one at home a few times, I think.
I'll blaze your fire. Give you one desire. Quench me when I'm thirsty. Come and cool me down, baby, when I'm high. Your recipe, darling, is so tasty. And you sure dark, stir it up. Stir it up, little darling. Nothing but peace, love, and happiness.
Yo, man,
Yo,
Irie, man, Irie. I'll tell you what, man. Don't stay up there for a little bit. I spent probably 7 years of my life listening to Exodus every day, man. I love Bob Marley. Toots and the Maytals is one of my favorite bands that come from the New Jersey area. I love
love Toots and the Maytals.
reggae, man. It's my favorite music. It's so good, feels so good. Well, hey, man, I really appreciate you taking a request and doing some reggae for us. One of the other sponsors for the show is the Chicken Ranch at Casa Conover. Now, you may not know this, but I raise chickens. That's one of the other things that I do. And until we can actually have a financially sound arrangement here, we know we can't convince musicians to play for peanuts. But we can get them to play for eggs. So we've got a dozen fresh eggs from our chicken farm for you and your family, man. Those are basically organic. I'm not certified, but the chickens don't eat anything.
Do they smell good?
Oh, they smell really good. So there's some breakfast for you and
I
your
love
family
it.
for tomorrow. Yeah, man.
Thank you.
You have a glass, I'll do a Rocky Balboa. You say they're organic, right?
Yeah, you're gonna
No,
drink
I'm
them?
not gonna do
Drink them
that.
down? Yeah,
I'm gonna
man.
do that.
That would be giant man stuff, man.
Right?
Well, I'll tell you what. While you were putting on a show here for everybody out in Facebook, and stay there, man. Stay there. Oh, you'll give it a yeah.
Grab
Okay.
this baby.
Wrangle them in. Put them on your lap. Bring them up there. Because I'll tell you what, this guy has been the star of the show on the other side of the wall. I wonder where all the ladies and where everybody got to. Why the studio audience was so empty is because they were hanging out with Cal, man. Woo! Yeah, man. See that? He's just like Daddy, man. That's some perfect TV, man. Well, I'll tell you what. Yeah, look at him go. Well, I'll tell you what. The show, we are out of interview time, but we're not out of music time. But we like to close the show with music. So,
Yep.
I'll tell you what. Let Val come over here. Take that handful.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Thank you.
And take us out, man, with another song,
Oh,
okay?
definitely.
All right. Now, where can we see you play next?
I'm doing a private thing tomorrow, tomorrow I'm not. The Brass Tap in Bonita tomorrow.
The Brass Tap in Bonita tomorrow from 6 to 10, 5
It's
to
a 7 to 10 show.
7 to 10, man. If you liked what you saw tonight, you're going to love Andy out live because he plays a lot more music and there's none of me talking. Man,
Thank you,
take
brother.
us home with a song, brother.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, from the world-famous Jam Fest TV studios, here in the hood of Golden Gate City, down deep in an undisclosed location, it's Andy Moe. Yeah, man.
It doesn't get any deeper than the ocean.
Check this one out.
She passed by me in painted on jeans, and all heads turned 'cause she was a dream. In the blink of an eye, I knew her number and her name. She said I was a tiger she wanted to tame. Caribbean queen, now we're sharing the same dream, and our hearts can beat as one. No more love on the run. All heads turned when she took the room, and I got so excited just from her perfume. Electric eyes that you can't know, and passion burns you like never before. in search of a good time, just running my game. Love was the furthest from my mind. Yeah, Caribbean queen, now we're sharing this same dream, and our hearts can't beat as one. No more love on the run. Doom, 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 doom. She's a queen, my Caribbean queen. Yeah, I was in search of a good time, just running my game. Love was the furthest from my mind. Yeah, yeah. Caribbean queen, now we're sharing the same dream, and our hearts can beat as one. No more love on the run. No more love on the run. No more love on the run. No more love on the run.
All right, thanks so much for having me once again, brother.
Yeah, brother. Hey, great job, man. That's Andy Lowe. Look for him, follow him on Facebook. Follow this guy around. He's a good guy and a great musician, and we're so proud to have him. And keep an eye out for Music Fest coming January 10th. Live, outdoors, right here at the Jam Fest Studios from 9 a.m. till dark.
Yeah, buddy.
All day. Dude, way to rock it, man. Thank you
you.
so much. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you next Thursday with Captain Richard Perrone right here on Jam Fest TV. Yeah, man. All right, outro music and kill mics. I'll tell you what, man. I feel like...
That ain't working. That's the way you do it. You play the guitar on Jam Fest TV. That ain't working. That's the way you do it. Insurance quotes for nothing and fresh eggs for free. That ain't working. That's the way you do it. Let me tell ya, it's all just fun. Maybe you're a funky local solo singer. Maybe you're a band with banging drums. We're gonna jam with local musicians, shots and flats and harmony. Grab a beer from your refrigerator. Rock and roll and Jam Fest TV. All right, listen up. That ain't working. That's the way you do it. You play your guitar on Jam Fest TV. That ain't working. That's the way you do it. Insurance quotes for nothing and fresh eggs for free. Now that ain't working. That's the way you do it. Let me tell you, it's all just fun. Maybe you're a funky local solo singer. Maybe you're a band that bangs the drums. Fresh eggs for nothing. Chicks for free. Fresh eggs for nothing. And your chicks for free. Fresh eggs for nothing. Yeah, and your chicks for free. Fresh eggs for nothing. Chicks for free. Fresh eggs for nothing. Chicks for free.